In my TED Talk, I'm hoping to teach you what happens when you sleep. Why are you spending almost 10 hours of your day daily for your entire life to doing absolutely nothing in your bed? So let's talk about what is sleeping. Sleeping is a different mental stage from the three existing. The first one is being completely awake, being able to perform activity and logically perform tasks. The second of which is being dead, because when you're dead, your brain has zero activity and zero neural impulses. The third one is being asleep, which is in the middle, because you're not only not completely turned off, but you're not completely awake and being able to perform your normal functions. But you're able to perform a different set of skills and capabilities that you're not able to do when you are awake like me. So, what happens when you sleep? We've got three main stages of sleeping. The first one being called light sleep, which is regular rest. This is not actually a sleep stage because it's the transition between being completely awake and being asleep. Thus, it's the most common stage for you to be woke up. It also happens during less time than the other ones. Then we got deep sleep. Deep sleep happens for most of the time when you're sleeping. If you sleep 8 hours, you'll probably be in deep sleep for approximately 6 hours to 5. What happens when you're in deep sleep is mostly physical recovery, which includes organs, tissues, and muscle fibers being recovered and growth. As a teenager, it's important for you to have your deep sleep because your sexual maturity happens when you're in it. Also, your growth and your emotional recovery happens. Then we have REM sleep. REM starts for the three words rapidly eye movement. We'll talk about why rapidly eye movement was chosen for the word to be the name of this important stage. REM sleep is the most important stage of your sleep day. Why? Because of two important facts. The first of all being memory. As I said, it's important to know that when you're asleep, you're not completely turned off in your brain functions. This is the functional brain of a sleeping person during your deep sleep, which is not as different from when you're completely awake. And this is the brain of a person that is going through REM sleep. The most important is that you are more active neurologically when you're in REM sleep than when you're completely awake like me. Why happens that? Well, let's talk about another important fact, which is dreaming. Dreaming is unknown to the scientific community because we don't know if dreaming is the cause of REM sleep or REM sleep is the cause of dreaming. It's unknown. But we can mostly attribute to dreaming three important things. The first one being memory integration. As I said, rapidly eye movement starts from the fact that you can only move your eyes, your eyeballs, when you're in this stage. Okay? Why does that happen? Because when you are in REM sleep, an electrical highway from your hippocampus, located at the center of your brain, and your cerebral cortex, which is located in the last layer of your brain, here, needs to be created. For this, you need to completely shut down other functional stages of the brain, which includes muscle controlling and other neural activities. Why happens this? Because memory integration is the creation of long-term memory. Your memory that is saved during the day is translated into long-term lasting memory. If you're not able to do this when you're sleeping, you won't be able to create new knowledge, to develop new skills, and to improve. Also, we've got another important thing that's called emotional evaluation, which is mostly similar to memory integration, but it happens in your emotional part of your brain, and it's important for you to have a good, healthy, emotional life. If you are not getting these last 4 hours of sleep, because REM sleep happens at the last 4 hours of sleeping, you won't be able to have a healthy emotional life. Also, being able to produce good social relationships are involved in emotional evolution. And last, we have an incognita because we don't really know what dreaming and REM sleep is all about. Why? We have the evidence that enough brain activity is going on for us to believe that there's a third thing going on in your brain. But the scientific community is not sure what is that third thing. So we've got a really big incognita. And last, we've got a bonus which is napping. Napping, being able to sleep during the day, is as important as when you're sleeping at night. Why? Because when you nap, you don't go into deep sleep. Why? Let's return to the sleep stages. If you're not going to deep sleep, you're only going to REM sleep, right? Which happens during the day, at least for half an hour to 1 hour. So napping is mostly like an oasis of emotional memory and intellectual recovery if you're having a hard day or if you're planning to have an important day. So it's always important to generate good napping habits for you to improve. But it's mostly optional if you're the kind of person that doesn't like napping, which is also completely fine if you're having your correct sleep hours during the night. And with last, we have one important conclusion, which is you have to go to sleep. It's not arguable, and it's very important to invest those hours of your life in sleep. So, thank you very much.